While some might think they know all there is to know about me, what you soon will find out will surprise you. I was born and raised on the south side of Lansing, Michigan. With me being the oldest of 5 boys, I had to grow up a lot faster than most kids. Walking and talking before the age of 1, my mother and father knew I was going to be someone great when I grew up. Now, I didn't have no personal trainers or didn't know any personal trainers. I didn't play for any AAU teams or nothing like that. I really did everything on my own. My parents weren't too much involved or really knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? They were really new to everything. So me growing up, I had to go out there and get it. It was tough though growing up, because I didn't have an older role model to look up to or learn from. My mother and real father split up before I was born, and my stepdad was always working. I taught myself a lot at a very young age, and I learned to listen more than talk, and that took me a long way. There was guys in the city that I would try to idolize my game after. Guys like Liddell Griffin, Dontrell Hill, Keithan Jackson, Cecil Brown, them were the guys I was looking up to. The summer going into the 3rd grade, my father got a job promotion, and we had to relocate. My family and me moved from Lansing, Michigan, to a much bigger city called Grand Rapids, also located in Michigan. And it was then I would be introduced to the game that started my journey. So in 2008, I attended Gowan High School, Class B school with a little over 1,000 students. Going into high school, I knew if I wanted to attend the top Division I school after my senior year, then I would have to work like no other. It was tough, man. I led the team in every category my senior year, averaging about 17 points, 9 rebounds. And I graduated that year with not a lot of buzz. Not a lot of coaches was, interested or hitting me up like I thought it would. Graduating from Gowan Heights in 2009 and not receiving the attention I felt I deserved just made me want it more. Instead of going straight to college the following year, I decided to go up north and attend prep school. And I believe these were the years of my life that really made me fall in love with the game. I attended Ernst Prep, also known as Eldon Academy Basketball School. I say basketball school because that's literally all we did. I was now located in Petoskey, Michigan, a city made up of 91.7% white and only 0.7% African American. I knew what I was getting myself into, but at this point in my life, it was all or nothing. With my 4 little brothers back at home and my family supporting me, that's all the motivation I needed. So playing under Coach Erica was kind of like joining a fraternity, going through hell. And I mean literally going through hell because you knew at the end of the day you had accomplished something great. Our workouts consisted of 5 a.m. runs. We had a 2-hour practice. Then we would eat lunch. Then we'd go back to the gym for another 2, maybe 3 hours. And then we would go for another run depending on how well our morning practice went. Then we would eat dinner and then do our push-ups and sit-ups before we got ready for bed. Coach Erica had broke us down to build us up. And as the days went by and our names got around the city, things began to go downhill. We went days without practicing because we couldn't find a gym that allowed blacks. We weren't allowed outside for a small period of time because there were skinheads in town and Coach didn't think it was safe. There was 11 boys from all over the world in one 4-bedroom house, 1 bathroom, all chasing the same hoop dream. And out of everything I went through those few months up north, I never once wished I was home. Most of the time I didn't even think about home. I was thinking about my future as a professional basketball player. And it was either you fall in love with the game or you hate it, you know what I'm saying? And, she just made me fall in love with it, honestly. So once the skinheads left town and we were able to go outside, we got straight on the road, and after a 15-hour drive, I made Greenville, South Carolina my new home. This was probably one of the hardest transitions ever for me because I had never been outside of Michigan, and now I was 15 hours away from home, no family. The guys on my team, we were just getting to know each other. So that was all I had. It was tough, man, but we made the transition, and I never stopped working hard. Prep school was probably some of the best times of my life, honestly. Traveling state to state, playing against some of the best players in the country, and just the experience really made me better. It developed me as a player, as a student, and as a man. Coach Jerry Ernst was my head coach originally, before his daughter Erica Ernst took over, and he was one of the smartest coaches I've ever played for. He knew what he was talking about. He was in love with the game, and we all trusted him. Having the opportunity to play against teams like Oak Hill Academy, Findlay Prep, and Brewster Academy was one of the highlights of my life. I played against guys like Will Barnum from the Denver Nuggets, Deron Lamb, currently playing for the Knicks developmental team, and Bai Muso Keita, playing overseas in Denmark, and many more. It was these moments of my life that gave me hope, gave me motivation, and I told myself in my head that I was on my way to becoming someone great. playing against Oak Hill, I had the first 5 points. I hit a 3, came down, got a block, scored a layup, and then they shut me down, man. I don't think I scored any more of that game. So I had the first 5, and I was done. But just having that opportunity, you know what I'm saying, like, really, it's just a great experience, and it made me a better player, boosted my motivation, my confidence, you know, because I was playing against the best players. Having that experience and going up against those guys was really like fuel to my fire. I knew going into those gyms, those guys were set. Their plans after this were paid for them. But for me, I didn't know where I would end up. 10 years down the line, 5 years down, or even 2. All I knew was where I wanted to end up. Playing against teams like that, you couldn't slack off. You couldn't have bad games. It just wasn't allowed if you had any hope for making it. So after 4 months of hard training and traveling, playing against some of the best players in the country, it was time to go home for Christmas break. Even though I was falling deeply in love with the game of basketball, it didn't shake the fact I felt homesick at times. Home for a week was just what I needed to get my head on straight and return even hungrier. Growing up, I always looked at Grand Rapids as a trap because there was so much talent in my city, but not a lot could make it out. And for those who did, they always found a way back. It was crazy how that worked out, and I promised myself I would never become a statistic of that. And it hurts for me to say this, but that was a promise I didn't keep. I just want to give thanks to everybody that helped me out in creating this documentary. Shouts out to Coach Booker for everything, man. I really appreciate you. All the training, you know, all the support you give me, showing me what I need to do, and looking out for me. Shouts out to all my coaches, Coach Erica, Coach Jerry, you know, Coach Compton, Coach McKnight, everybody that helped me out. Shouts out to all of y'all. You know, I appreciate everything, all the love and support. Shouts out to all my little brothers. Y'all give me my hunger. Y'all the reason why I'm out here going hard every day. Shouts out to everybody. You know, I really appreciate all the support I'm getting. And don't worry, you know, as long as y'all support me, I'm going to keep going hard.
I'm the man in my city. I'm the man in my city. I'm the man.